Hello everyone and welcome. We're playing some rank today and I'm hoping we're gonna hit 100, level 100, so we'll hopefully get a nice new skin. We're playing ramp druid at the moment. Of course it has to be druid, obviously. What else would I be playing in ranked? Actually that's not so true because I have been playing a bit of warlock and paladin recently, but regardless, we'll just go back to our bread and butter class. I'm facing another druid. It's very interesting. I thought I was like playing something off meta, and it seems to me that there is a lot of druids around. So this is a mirror matchup. I mean, if it's aggro druid, we should stomp them as long as we get a bit of ramp. Yeah, okay. If this is aggro druid, we've basically won this already. I'm assuming it's going to be the slower ramp druid or even clown druid. Clown druid could be a problem for this deck. Maybe I should start putting a couple of clowns in actually. Not with survival of the fittest, just put one clown in. Just to corrupt it once. And they get a whole board of 4/4s. I think druid finds a whole board of 4/4s hard to deal with. What did I just play? Ah, nature study, right, okay. I think card draw is what I'm looking for here. Talking too much. Okay. So this will draw us my highest card, which is Yasharaj. This will also draw me either Cenarion, Abominable Lieutenant, or Goliath needs Masterpiece. Okay, also, well, that seems to be I'm assuming that's a Lightning Bloom. Played it very quickly, or it could be less. No, okay, so that's his 10 drops. He's got his Yasharaj. If this, however, follow this card, if this is Guff, then he's playing a low cost deck, so I've got to just watch out for that. Actually, I'll draw my lowest cost card here. This lets me play Guff next turn, and then I can coin out another ramp. Yeah, let's just do it like this. Okay, so now we're going to ramp up. So every turn we can ramp up, but we get a big advantage over our opponent. We're going to ramp up here again. We don't have anything too exciting to use yet. So that was quite important, that little extra ramp. So we're going to be on 4 mana next turn. So we just play the overgrowth as it is. Alternatively, we could actually use this ramp. That makes more sense. Oh wow, he's Solar Eclipse is a very valuable card in this matchup. I think he's used that a bit too frivolously. Okay, I'm going to gain a mana crystal and draw my highest cost card. This way I'm ramping up. I play this a different turn. If I would have played this next turn, then if I would have got 2 empty mana crystals this turn, then I can maximum only get a 3rd one next turn. However, because I played this turn, next turn I can play overgrowth with this, gaining 4 total mana crystals. Okay, so that's his big turn. Can I take this damage? There's not much else I can do here. I could play Cenarion. I'm just gonna risk it. Generally doesn't have face damage, and I'll just discover one card.
This must be the way.
Perfect. Okay, Serial Eclipse is good. Just need to clear this board. It clears 2 of these. He's left with 11 damage. 11 plus 21 is 32. And I've got 34. He's got that. Very risky taking Goliath. I think we want to take this. Yeah. Let's just hope he doesn't kill me. I can't see how he can kill me here. He's overloaded. He's got 8 mana. Ah, that's not good. That's not good. Oh, that's even worse. It's 2 nature studies. Ouch. That hurts. The thing about this deck is it has so much card draw. You're going to have to be very lucky for him to have 2 cards and no card draw. At least he hasn't got Guff. Oh, there's an extra damage. It's 23. 25. Oh my goodness. He's going to ramp up big time here. Ouch. Okay, here we go. Let's hope for the best. We need some. We need it. At least. We'd love to draw another strong man here. Okay. Or do we go for Yogg? I'm not sure if we've played enough. I'm not sure if we've played enough spells. Do I have that on my deck tracker? General, overlay player. Doesn't have it. Doesn't have it. Okay. Ten. I guess we just ramp. Ramp. Play this, hope for the best. Hopefully you get a taunt. Oh, that's brilliant. Let's really think quickly. Or 12. Anything which is 12? No. Okay. I need to kill as much as I can here. Because he's going to buff up this board next turn. Okay, because he's got Scenarios, which gives 2-2. The 2-2 kills that. That's going to be 11 damage. Yeah, should be fine here. Honorable kill. I was trying to work out if I could get the honorable kill with this, but it didn't quite work out. We've still got another strongman in deck and 2 Moontouched amulets, so not ideal. This Yasharaj is very, very lackluster, unfortunately. We might just try this possibly. Oh, he went with that one. That's interesting. Okay. Hey, if I could buff that up with a 1 health, that would be, what's it called? This is very interesting. Okay, so with this, yeah. So play this. So bring me down to 2 for, yeah, because this is discounted. Okay, good. Okay, yeah, and this is actually invulnerable at the moment. Oh, come on, stop with this card draw. Yeah, okay, let's hope he gets one of the 4-3s. Got one of the 4-3s, that's good, okay. I need to draw a card here, I think. Draw a card first. That'll be down to 10, okay. Oh, lovely. Let's play this first and we'll get rid of his, what's it called? Oh, look at that. That looks even better. What do I have lethal here? 24 plus 12 is 36. It's 40. Ah, so close. Yeah, I think Dark Moon Rabbit's the way to go here. Yeah, nice. There you go. You get some crazy games with this deck. Really fun deck. I'm telling you, this is probably the most fun I've had in Hearthstone for years. Well, a year, at least a year. This is a really fun deck. Your decisions make a difference. You really have got ways to different ways to approach the game depending on your matchup. It is very weak to extreme aggro. That is the thing. I mean, if you don't get your ramp early on and he's playing like a turn 5 kill deck, then you are in trouble. But generally in the meta we're not seeing this, especially not in Legend. Legend's decks seem to be slower.
Brother, you have much to answer for.
This is a Discover card in my deck. That is very valuable. 1 in 9 chance hitting Guff. Looks like a 1 in 3 hitting ramp. Possibly. Does that make sense? 3 out of 27. It's a 1 in 9 chance. So I get 3 bites of the cherry. So it's 8 in 9. To power of 3. That's 7, 2, 9, 5, 1, 2. Alright. That works about 70% chance. I will not hit the card I want. Okay, so 30% chance. Okay, it's decent odds. 30% chance I'm going to hit one of 3 cards here. Okay. That's not going to kill anything soon. Ah, so play this first, because this actually draws me 2 cards if I guess right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, we'll go with more, and also the card we want to get is more as well, so yeah, perfect. Aha, that's all. That's what we're looking for. Nice. It does mean that our Moonlit Guidance is less likely to hit more ramp, but it's fine.
Each scar, a foe vanquished.
I played the Demon Hunter like this recently. I'm gonna give him a target, give him something to focus. What happens if it's on a Ruby killed? Deal damage equal to your hero's attack to the enemy hero. So let's say if I do this now, how much attack is that? That's 1. Okay, we'll see what he does with this. It puts the Mishrin Prime in the deck. Such a fun card, that. Like 9 mana, 2 huge Oh no, it's 10 mana, it's a 10 mana card. Yeah, that's right, so he's attacking with this. He's going to do 2 damage to my face. It's honorary kill. Oh, Deathrattle Hunter. This should be easy as long as I ramp up very, very quickly now. I want to corrupt this, so I'll just play this as it is. Okay. Yeah, I'm actually very close to dying here. 13 needs 3 damage. Oh goodness. Is this too little too late? I'm gonna get the 5 armor. I'll get the armor off this as well. So if I do attack something, it's going to be this one. You can't play the 8/8 yet. If I ramp, that gives me 9 mana next turn, which does give me the possibility of a Cenarion play. I don't think we can risk it. I'm not going to risk it. 25, so he does need quite a bit of damage here. 11.
You look like you love
Okay, it's just a minion. Sticky minion over here. Scenario, does it save me? At the moment it does. So if I ramp up, play single Cenarion and Strongman, that should protect me. Especially if I get a rush. Oh, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I could have cleared this board almost. So 15, so I've got 21 plus the 6 is... I got equivalent of 27 health here. He's got 12 damage, well, 24 minus 12, so he can get 12 damage to face here. I'm assuming he's going to want to kill this. Really? Oh, he only gets 2. Alright, fine. Oh, phew, I thought it was unlimited demons. That would have been obnoxious. Alright. Okay. I don't think we can play this turn. If I get so let's have a look. So I've got 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. So if I play this, I won't be able to play both of them. I don't want to kill these because they're just going to respawn something else. That might be a poison as well. I'm just going to take it face. This is tricky. I mean, next turn I've got this. I've also got Mulligan guidance, which could, if I get Mishrin Prime, that should be game over. Just put 2 taunts down. Unless he's got Kane. Can you get past taunts? Okay, nice, okay. Nice, okay, so he's actually traded in himself, which is really good. That shows that he doesn't have lethal yet. I don't want the lieutenant. Oh wow, okay. Yes, Raj. Let's try this first.
This must be the way.
Oh, okay, let's think about this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, leaving you with 6 damage. Yeah. Let's do this first. Okay, that's excellent. I'm assuming it's going to be more now. Okay. It's good to know we've got lightning bloom next turn. 3. And we kill the 4/3 since we've seen the other one. It's not going to summon another one. Okay. Amazing tools this deck has. It can get really complicated. Are you going to risk the card draw, risk the ramp, or you're just going to bypass it altogether because you want to use exact mana? It's such a fun deck, this. And that's 9 plus 16 damage. I should survive this. But he's going to get rid of the 8/8. I've already used Moon Touched Amulet, haven't I? Okay, yeah, I think we just go this. We do 2 of these. Good. Good. I did. Ooh, Yoxeron. No, but this is gonna give us loads of stats. That's the thing. Got taunt. Armor. Threatening lethal next turn. I've got 19. Thing is, this Demon Hunter doesn't have the burst it needs to get through this. You may even give up now. I just don't want to pop this one because if it has the... Oh no, 1 minute, what am I doing? If it's got the poison, I can just kill it. I don't know why I'm worried. Okay.
Each scar, a foe vanquished.
Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I can clear his board with this. But do I want to? I don't, well, let's think. What could he have in his deck? If he's got the 8/8 rush, that's 9 damage to face plus whatever survives this. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 9, 10, 11, I've got 15. He might have a... Oh dear, it is risky. It is actually risky. So I'm going to clear my hand. Get even more. I may as well ramp then if I'm not going to do anything else. I'm just doing purely for the armor. Yeah. Yes, that is indeed 24 armor I just got there. And more coming. So I'm just playing extremely safe here. There's no point risking it. He doesn't have any OTK. This is clearly a Deathrattle Demon Hunter deck. It's not going to have... what's it called? I can't remember what it's called now. The Demon Hunter card, which... oh, right, now that could be an issue, yeah. I think I should have...
Aim for the wheels.
Wow, okay. So, I don't think you could do that much damage. The 3 goes in, he could get a rush from this. No, he got lifesteal, okay, that's fine. The 2 goes. And that goes. And that goes. He kills the 10. Wow. He's going to kill the 10. I think he's going to kill the 10. No, he's not. Wow. Okay, well, he's going to be a bit upset here. Okay, so this plays straight in here. And yeah, there we go. 100 on the rewards track. Here we go. There you go. I think about 7 or 8 there. That would be 28 damage in itself. Yeah, you can see the power of this this deck. I'm on a win streak in Legend, believe it or not. Wow, ooh, it's a big win streak. I'm on a 5-game win streak in Legend with this deck. Amazing. Oh, I even got to level 101. Right, let's have a look at our new... prize. Let's have a look. We can do it here by clicking here. Let's do it during going progression. Complete 4 different expansion reward tracks. Oh, so that's not actually it. Oh, this is the total levels. Yeah, so I've actually got to do it over here. Okay, good. Choose a hero skin. Okay. SKIN-CENARION MALFURION. That looks awesome. Those hands there. Ooh. Some mystic energy or something like that. Hunter one looks very underwhelming. Not much going on, just the leaves in the background. Who's the Lawbringer? This is the one you got to use for Libram Paladin. Yeah. You can really mislead people by having the wrong thing. Like, for example, I remember there was a druid skin which had a tree. I can't remember what it's called, like a big tree. And it was a tree druid meta, and like you could be playing something completely different, or you use Murgle for like a shaman, but it's not Murloc shaman. Anduin looks really nice. Garrosh is okay. Jane looks quite good. The arcane stuff going on. I do like the look of the Anduin one though. Also the Malfurion one. Which one should I pick? Okay, I think it's between Anduin and Malfurion, I think. Thing is, I just picked a new Anduin hero skin. It's so cool with those like lights flashing in the background. Let's see which skins we've got at the moment before we make the decision. So we go to Druid. We've got 4. Oh, it's Hazelbark. That's right. That was,
Let me tell you a story.
I could buy this for, what's it called? 1800. Ancient Defender of the Wilds. She has a message for all the mortal races. Get off her lawn. Alright, very nice. 6, 12. 17 different, wow. 17 different skins here. Amazing. I mean, the proper skins, these are all from the rewards track, most of them.
I must watch over the wild until
I remember purchasing the Shadowlands bundle
if the need is dire,
by completing Tavern regular achievement. Oh, Storm's Rage Malfurion. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, okay. Right, that's the one we get when you get every 200 wins on the rewards track. Okay, so we've got Malfurion, obviously golden one. We've got Shadow Malfurion. We've got Druid of the Flame, which is a really good one, and Lunara. And oh, how do you just exit out of that page? That's quite annoying. And then we look at Priest. We just got Anduin, Transcendence, Anduin. Yeah, there you go. Achieved by completing the Tavern regular achievement. So I've done that, and you've got 2 rando as well. Looks pretty cool, that one. It's got the lights in the backgrounds as well. And I did it again. Okay. And
you were right to awaken me. I am a caretaker of the wild. I am a caretaker of the wild.
completing the rewards track. It looks really good. I just love that. Look, this swishing this circle. Let's see if I can actually exit this without exiting. Oh, you just go back to here. Okay, fine. Alright, I think we'll go with I think we go with the Malfurion one. Since it is our most played, what's it called? Choose a Druid skin scenario Malfurion. There you go. And there's your thumbnail for this video. Level 100 reward. Scenario Malfurion. Let's equip it. Okay, so those who don't know how to equip the skins, have a look here. We're getting a lot done in this one. So Ramp Druid, this is the one where we got to 100, so I think this is the one which we should really use this one for.
I am a caretaker of the wild.
That's that. Our favourite is still the Shadow Malfurion, because, you know. So we've got, there's that there, and we've got Miracle Druid. And I think we've got Aggro Druid. We've got a lot of Druid decks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's not counting Taunt Druid and Wild. So we've got 6 Druid decks. And we've got to change one of these. Let's make Clown Druid. This one as well. Okay, fine. Right, great. Thanks for watching, everyone. Let's have a look at the deck. I'm sure this is what you all tuned in for, actually. So let's bring up the deck list. There we go. It's looking a bit small there. All right. Okay. I think that should be fine, though. Okay, as you can see, we're running... Ooh, look at that. 68% win rate in Legend. In Legend, I stress. Look at that. Well, you can see how this lost win rate. 1 minute. I played this yesterday. Yeah, this is, I've only been playing this in Legend. Okay, so there's a 68% win rate in Legend. Yeah, nice. 2 losses, 2 wins, win, loss, win, loss, win, 2 losses, 2 win. Got like a 4-game win streak there. 6-game win streak in Legend. Really nice. Okay, this is my own version of the deck, because I'm only free to play, so I don't have all the cards, and I don't want to craft all the cards just for the deck. York, I love that card, but it's so unpredictable. Saw one of the games, almost lost me the game in the mirror matchup there. So let's just get rid of this, and let's look at the actual deck up and close. I'll explain how it works. Okay, so as you see, it's called Ramp Druid. I've been trying to do something like this for a while. I had the Quest Druid with the... I just wanted an excuse to play Wildheart Guff and play some ridiculous turns. I even crafted Ibis, which is an incredibly strong minion with Ramp Druid, because you can get 20 mana. When you play Ibis on 20 mana, it goes down to 19 mana, obviously, because you just played Ibis. And he uses another 3 of the mana to gain Rush, Divine Shield, and Taunt, which brings him down to 16 mana. So the rest of the 16 mana is +2/+2. That's an extra 32 stats. So Ibis is basically a 33 minion. I have seen ideas with playing Ibis with Silas and what's it called, that 1 mana card which takes damage. Flame Bound Ash Tongue? No. Here we go. Soulbound Ash Tongue. So you play this. Whenever this minion takes damage, also deal that damage to your hero. And you give that over with Silas. You give that minion to him. That costs 8 mana. And then you've got how much left? You've got 12 mana left theoretically, which gets you an Ibis of 16. Question is, can you copy it somehow? Yeah, that's 16. I'm not quite sure how the OTK works actually, now that I'm thinking about it. But anyway, that's you can do some crazy stuff with Ibis and Ramp Druid. You can get a massive minion. Okay, but basically for the mulligans, okay, let's just check the timestamp here. For the mulligans, it's 38 minutes, right? Okay, for the mulligans, you want to basically always keep Wildheart Guff. That is the key to the whole deck. So if you get this, you basically get the ability to set your maximum mana to 20, gain a mana crystal, draw a card. Remember, as soon as you play this, you get armor, you draw a card, and you gain a mana crystal straight away. So if you play this on 5, you will end up with 6 mana straight away. Obviously, you've used 5 of them up. That means you'll have 1 mana crystal which you can use. So I think in one of the games I played it on 5, and then I coined out the hero power straight away, which costs 2, which gives you a mana crystal or draw a card. Now, the old wild growth used to cost 2 mana and gave you 1 mana crystal. So this is, yeah, more or less fair. Slightly slow, but the thing is, it gives you 2 mana crystals. Sorry, it gives you a mana crystal, but you can actually use that mana crystal that turn. So if you play, if you hit the hero power, let's say you're on 8 mana, and you hit the hero power to gain mana, so you go up to 9 total mana, right? You've lost 2 mana, so you should theoretically go down from 8 to 6, but because you gain a crystal, that crystal is not an empty mana crystal, it's actually a full mana crystal, so you actually only go down from 8 to 7. So when using the hero power to gain a mana crystal, remember that you're actually just effectively spending 1 mana to get 1 mana crystal. that turn. And obviously you've got to really, depending on the situation, you've got to decide whether you want to get the mana crystal or you'd rather draw the card. Or as you can see, sometimes you're in a desperate situation, you just got to use all the mana you've got and you can't afford to use the hero power at all, but it's relatively rare. I wouldn't say rare, to get some games where you're on the back foot, you've got to really make that hard decision. Because remember, if you can survive, like I think I chickened out in that game with the Demon Hunter, but I think I was pretty safe anyway. So I just wanted to make sure he didn't get a board, and I used everything up without ramping. When I could have risked the ramp, it's unlikely he would have had lethal, but he could have. He could have had lethal, I think. So I think I made the right decision in hindsight. Yeah, so that's all to do with making decisions. Are you going to use up all your mana here to try surviving? But what did I just do? Oops. Complete my deck. Wonder what it's going to put in. What a surprise. What? It didn't put in... Are you serious? It didn't put in Guff. It didn't put in Guff. That's crazy. Alright, okay. Yeah, I accidentally pressed the button there. Right, that's basically how you have to think about using your hero power. Anything else to say about it? Generally, you want to try ramping every turn if you can, because then you can do these insane plays. Okay, now we're going to show you some special play. We're going to go over the deck generally, the mulligans, and then we're going to go over the general gameplay. Then we're going to show you some tricks and things to look out for. Okay, here we got the Overgrowth. Is another card you definitely keep in there, mulligan, I think. Wildheart Guff. If you don't get any of these in the mulligan, but you do have a Guess the Weight or Moonlit Guidance, I would consider keeping them depending on the matchup. Nature Studies also, maybe sometimes you would keep that. Hopefully you'll get an Overgrowth or Wild Growth even off it, just to help your ramp. But generally, if you're not under pressure, you might just go for the full Overgrowth, Wildheart Guff, mulligan. If you do end up with Overgrowth and or Wildheart Guff, then consider getting mulliganing for a Lightning Bloom or any of these other cheap, useful spells like Nature Studies. Capture Cold Tooth Mine. We've only got one of them. It's not that useful, but it draws us a card, and the card draws is very important in this deck. It can get you a Lightning Bloom if you want to play something next go. Obviously it doesn't benefit you this go because you use 2 mana to get a Lightning Bloom, which just gets you 2 mana back. But let's say you're planning your next turn, this could be a good play. Guess the Weights is also a very good keep, especially if you've got Wildheart Guff or Overgrowth. Moonlit Guidance is the other thing you might keep. Another thing is, if you think you're going to see a bit of aggro and you've got Mishfin, I would consider keeping that as well. If you've got Overgrowth and Guff and you've got Moontouched Amulet, you might keep that, so you corrupt it nice and easily, so that gives you 4 attack plus the armor. But you might need this against an aggressive deck. It's a shame to use it uncorrupted, but if you need to, you need to. That's a mulligan. Throughout the game you want to ideally be ramping up with Guff, otherwise you just play it like a regular big druid. Hopefully you'll get at least a bit of ramp with Overgrowth if you don't get the massive hyper ramp with Guff. So you want your big turns are going to be Cenarion Ward with a strong man which gets corrupted. Mutanus is in this deck. It can really, I've basically caused people to just give up when I Mutanist a Mazaki recently. Might see that on my records here. Yeah, I've played 3 mages in a row actually, so I'm not sure which one was the one where I ate the Mazaki. So I ate the Mazaki, they just forfeited straight away. This is surprisingly a very good card against aggro. Goliath Sneeze Masterpiece. you basically shoot 5 rockets which deal 2 damage each, which means basically you're doing 10 damage. But remember, they're even numbers, so it's a bit annoying if they've all got odd numbered health. But if they've got even number health, then this is really nice. This just, as you saw in one of the games, we basically could have killed an Umbral Owl as well as a strong man with the 5 rockets. Right, and Yasharaj Defiler, this can be extremely powerful, especially if you get more than one with the resizing patch, which we're going to speak about in a minute. This gives you your moon touched amulets back, which gives you an extra 12 armor, which is a lot, plus 8 attack, plus 2 taunts with the 2 strong men. Right, now tricks and tips. Okay, moonlit guidance, and ideally you'd like to, this is the ideal situation, you'd like to only use it when you're 12 mana or above, so whatever you draw you can play and get a copy of that. So let's say we've got our Archspore Mishfin. This is actually a play which actually could have happened in the last game. I've got the Mishfin in my deck, the Mishfin Prime. I discover it on 12 mana with Moonlit Guidance. I play it, and then I get another one for the next turn. If I had 13 mana, I would ramp up first. Or I'd play this first just to see what I get. I'll go down to 11 mana. If it was a 10 drop, then I say, okay, I'll play the 10 drop this turn. So you choose the 10 drop, then you ramp up first. Because if you play the 10 drop first, you go down to 1 mana and you can't use the hero power anymore. So you've got to use it while you have at least 2 mana. So you're on 11 mana, use the hero power, gets you an extra crystal for next turn, and it brings you down to 10 mana for this turn, and you play your 10 drop, and you've also got the 10 drop, the second 10 drop in your hand afterwards. Same idea applies with Mutanus or any other impactful cards. Abominable Lieutenant, if they've got like 2 massive minions on board, no problem, as long as you're on 18 mana, then you can go looking for it with Moonlit Guidance, play the first one, get the which is the copy, then you get the other one. So you play 2 of them, you get 2 big abominable lieutenants. Nature Studies can give you the, what's it called, the 4 mana Germination card, which summon a copy of a friendly minion and give it the copy taunt. So you can either do that on Abominable Lieutenant at 3/5 if he's got 2 minions, so that will make a copy of him with taunt, and you'll be eating 2 minions each turn if you can't get rid of them. Alternatively, if you've already got a big Abominable Lieutenant, this has been done against me, this just germinate that massive Abominable Lieutenant. It's effectively what do you call it, a faceless manipulator. Faceless, that's what it's called. Faceless manipulator, which just choose a minion and become a copy of it. Germination effectively does the same thing. Right, other tricks. Right, so you've got the classic solar eclipse into Cenarion Ward. This is, you want to be using at least one of your solar eclipse with Cenarion Ward in the mid game. That gives you massive amounts of armor. It gives you a big burst of presence on board. Again, bear in mind when you play any of these big ones, bear in mind you might be corrupting a strong mount to make it cost 0. What else? Right, overgrowth, just for knowledge, just to know that it does work above 10 mana. If you're on 13 mana, play overgrowth, you get 15 mana, and I don't think you get the card draw. As far as I know, I might be wrong. I don't think so. It only gives you the card draw if you're at maximum mana. So that would be 20 mana. Right, so that's the one downside of Wildheart Guff, is that if you're desperate for card draw and you've just got wild growth, you can't use that for card draw. But why would you? Yeah, so you're gonna have to rely on the hero power, but then you won't be able to ramp up or whatever. So it's not really a downside. Okay, nature studies, just use your intelligence. So many things you can get with it, adapting to each situation. Now, finally, we've got this card here, Resizing Pouch. This is an incredibly powerful card in this deck. This is probably what wins you games, is this card. And I would even consider in many cases using Solar Eclipse with the Resizing Pouch, so you can pick twice. The idea is you play this, let's say you're on 11 mana or 13 mana if you want to double it up with Solar Eclipse, or 14 and 12 if you want to ramp before doing it. You Solar Eclipse, get Resizing Pouch, you get option of 10 drops. So let's have a look. So these are the 10 drops you can get with Resizing Pouch. Okay, so Survival of the Fittest, if you've got a board buff like we had in one of the games there, we could have buffed our board, and we were just, I think in the Demon Hunter game, we were about 4 off lethal because we had 3 big minions. It wasn't quite enough. But yeah, that's one card. Dark Moon Rabbit to remove stuff, obviously. This is a low roll, a terrible low roll. Gold Shine Null. It's a bit annoying they put that in, especially for people who like Evolve Shaman as well. It's a bit of a low roll here. Cthulhu, you won't get Cthulhu because it's a specific card. Right, but you can get, besides Survival of the Fittest and Gold Shine Null, which might not be what you're looking for, this is a nice card. It's not amazing, but it's good. Wind Fury 8/8. If it survives, remember it can do 16 to face next turn. Poison, Dark Moon Rabbit with the poison, very good. Scrapyard Colossus could be very good if you're in defensive position. Deathwing the Destroyer, if they've only got 1 minion to remove or something, you've got nothing on board and you don't mind risking losing cards. Usually most of your cards are very valuable. You don't generally want to play this on a board to remove unless you're absolutely desperate. Obviously, if you're desperate, you have to play like that. However, on an empty board, this doesn't discard anything. If you've got an empty board, let's say you managed to trade off, you know, with your Umbral Owl and some other minions aboard, you clear the board completely, plonk down the Deathwing, the Destroyer, got a nice 12/12. And of course, the one other card which, but these are the 2 cards which are absolutely make the game, make Resizing Pouch a game-winning play. Yogg-Saron Master of Fate. You can get lucky, you can get unlucky. Generally use this only if you're behind or desperate. For example, if you get the one summoning all the rush minions, let's say he's got 4 minions on board, so you've got like just the Yogg, so you'll get 6 rush minions, he'll only get 3, so you're more likely to benefit from that. You can steal his minions, you can eat them up. So all of those are definitely positives. You can get spells in your hand, which is also a big positive. And there's one other thing. Oh yeah, the times it can go severely wrong. Well, it can go a bit wrong with the rush minions in case he gets better rush minions than you. Because remember, he's going to keep those minions on the board for next turn. So you've just given him a free, 20 stats worth of minions, probably. But where it can really go wrong is if you get the Yogg-Saron spells. So you play, let's say you played 15 spells in the game, which is quite normal for Druid. He'll play 15 random spells, and that can be really good to swing a board in your favor, but it can destroy your board, or it can really help him, or it can make you draw too many cards, so you fatigue. It's very random. It's a lot of fun though. I haven't crafted it though because it really is a last resort, this card. And of course, if you get the skull and crossbones, then that means the game's over and it's just a coin flip to see who wins when it's going to pyroblasts randomly until someone dies. So that's that. Right, I'm just wondering if you could do this in rank, in wild, give yourself immune and immune the minion which is making you immune, then you can actually probably win the game guaranteed, but obviously it's only 1 in 6%. It's only like a 6% chance you're going to hit that one. Anyway, so that's like one of the 2 big game changing drops. These are just very, very good. Very, very good depending on the situation. This is the one you really want to be looking for. The Yashra's file you saw in one of the games. I actually took both my picks. I played the Solar Eclipse Resizing Pouch and I picked Yashra's file twice. Yeah, because that means you get to play all your corrupted cards a second time and a third time and a fourth time if you've got, because you've got the original Yashraj in the deck as well. So that can end up with, if you play it correctly, you could theoretically, and you have an empty hand, you could end up with a handful of moon touched, where is it gone? Of corrupted moon touched amulets. So if you end up with 10, that's 40 attack and 60 armor for 0 mana. So just to show you the massive things you can do with this deck. I think I've probably covered everything, but you've got the amazing thing about this deck is it's so much fun to play. There's so much variety, so many different things you can do. I have actually been fatigued to death actually. I think a priest beat me actually. A priest can actually beat this, the quest priest. But remember, you're going to be getting huge amounts of armor, so that should help you survive any aggro or mid-range deck at all. Even some OTK decks, you just have too much armor for them to handle. Anyway, so that's Ramp Druid. I hope you enjoyed that. A very long explanation at the end. I hope you found it useful. And we've got the games, and of course we've got our new hero portrait, SKIN-CENARION MALFURIon. Alright, thanks for watching everyone. Please leave a comment, like, subscribe, all that stuff. It really helps. Puts me in a slightly better mood each time I get that thumbs up on the, or a nice comment. So, you know, be doing a nice kindness to me. But good luck with all your games, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.